Hello, my name is Clara Kumagai, and I am the author of Catfish Rolling. I am absolutely thrilled that Catfish Rolling has been shortlisted for the KPMG Children's Books Ireland Award. I am from Canada, Ireland, and Japan, and what that means is I was born in Canada and lived there as a child. My father is Japanese and my mother is Irish. I grew up most of my life in Ireland, but I also spent about 5 years living in Japan. Because of that, it's really important for me to have written a multiracial character, Sora, into Catfish Rolling. I think it's really important to have multiracial characters and characters of lots of different experiences and identities because those are the kind of characters I didn't really see very often when I was growing up and reading a lot of books. Catfish Rolling was inspired by a few different things. One of the biggest inspirations was the 2011 Great East Japan earthquake. And that was an earthquake that was so big that apart from causing the loss of many, many lives and a lot of destruction, was also so big that it tilted the whole world on its axis. And since 2011, after that earthquake, our Earth has actually spun faster and made our year a tiny, tiny, tiny bit shorter. So when I learned that, it really made me think about time differently. And of course, time is another big theme in Catfish Rolling. In Catfish Rolling, there are different time zones. These are areas where, in Japan, time has cracked and broken, where time runs faster or slower than normal, and where it's too dangerous for people to live, even though Sora does go into those time zones. These time zones were also inspired by the exclusion areas around the TEPCO nuclear plant in Fukushima Prefecture, which is another result of the 2011 Great East Japan earthquake. In those areas, which I visited, you'll see time again materialize in some different ways. You'll see clocks that are stopped at the moment the tsunami struck. You'll see abandoned or evacuated areas where nature has overtaken. Trees are growing through buildings. You can see the prints of wild boar through parking lots. There are also instances where time looks like it really has frozen, where you might see shirts hanging up in the windows of apartments or a room looking like someone just left it a few minutes ago. This was really inspiration for the setting and the atmosphere of the book and the time zones in particular. Another big influence is folklore and fairy tales, which I've loved since I was very small. This is a lot of Irish legends and also a lot of Japanese folklore as well. And of course, that's where the catfish comes from. In Japanese, the catfish is called a namazu. And for a few hundred years, this was an explanation for earthquakes themselves. There was a huge catfish under Japan, and whenever it moved and rolled around in the mud beneath the land, that's what caused the earthquakes. The catfish is a figure that actually we can still see in Japan today, not always in a destructive light, but even in a helpful or a protective way. And this is my cat Joji. She helped me write the book. Or did she? I don't know. She likes to lie on my arms when I'm writing on my laptop. But for me, Catfish Rolling is all about the themes of time, the idea of time, love, loss, identity, and finding your own people. I think you'll enjoy Catfish Rolling if you like magical realism, if you like folklore, and also if you like anything related to Studio Ghibli. Once again, I just want to say I'm so honored to be shortlisted for this award. Happy reading, and of course, remember, take your own time.